Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With the sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor.
Get that shades of blue. What up, Trey Money?
What's up, bruh? Shades of Blue by AM Morning.
Yeah, got that girl in Walmart, Target. She all over the place, man. I got my book. I can't wait to see
You know mine's signed, so I ain't worried about nothing.
I got yours signed. What up? We already
Yeah.
got ads in here. What up, family?
What's up to everybody here?
Like that share button, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. So we already got about 8 ads in here. What up, man?
Good.
Cowboy Phil.
What's up, Slim?
You brother, hope all is well, man. Man, Cowboy Phil. We're gonna get that to Eagles Phil in a little bit, man. Come on over with us, man.
To the other side.
What up,
On
Ree?
my way. Hey, going our way to the dentist. It's too easy. Say good morning.
What's up, Louise?
Hey, y'all.
What's up? What's up?
We just getting started. We just getting
Yeah,
started.
just going live, Bree. So we ain't even say nothing yet. We got
Oh,
some
wow.
guests already, some viewers in here. Just went live. What's up?
Well, it's Wellness Wednesday, and part of health is teeth. It's a big part of your health, your teeth, because believe it or not, can poison your whole body. That bacteria in your teeth can kill you. So it's that.
Yeah.
It's a pearly white slice, and keep the remaining teeth that I got in my head. You know, especially being diabetic and all that good stuff.
So y'all better be brushing y'all teeth out there.
Mm-hmm.
Stay
Maybe.
flossing, don't forget to floss, and using some type of antiseptic mouthwash to help kill the bacteria and rinsing good and all that good stuff.
Yeah, if you don't want to use regular mouthwash, you can use peroxide. You can also brush your teeth with baking soda if you don't want to use the whitening chemicals. Just put baking soda on your toothpaste or your toothbrush and then add your toothpaste on top. There's different ways.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
As long as we get it together.
I'm getting it together. I remember a couple of months ago when I chipped my tooth. This is the follow up appointment to that chip tooth. Now the tooth don't hurt, but she also said that the nerves are exposed, and if anybody know anything about a tooth, you not want to wait till the nerve are exposed because the pain in your head is real. So I'm trying to get to it before I get got before it gets me.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good. You get on to the dentist, handle your business, man.
Thank you. I am. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I come out because I'm not sure of what they're doing just yet. I'm not sure if she's pulling today or numbing today, or I don't know what's gonna happen today. But I know I'm getting it looked at. Because I want to be on point for May the 23rd. I got it right. Look, big things, little big things popping, little things stopping. No, big things popping, little things not stopping. Ain't no stopping us now. We on the move. So getting everything all squared away and worked away.
What's up,
And like her signal breaking. I send a link to him.
What up, Uncle E? Get you this link, man. We're gonna talk about your boy Tyler a little bit today. I know how some of y'all feel about Tyler Perry, but he said some things that I thought we should share and talk about on the show. What up, Cali Cal? Got our boy Cal in here. Y'all in, please hit that like button, share, subscribe. You watching on YouTube. Oh, we got a full house today.
Yeah. He got the
Mm.
link, so he should be good coming in a second. What's up, Kyle?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give you some little time on.
Yeah, slide in this joint so you can catch that first video. Shout out to everybody that's in here so far, though.
Boy, Tyler.
We'll see what he's talking about.
Yeah. That's what I'm on. I'm on what he's saying. Not on his lifestyle and all that. People always get on that. Somebody say some good things. They like, well, you see who it coming from. You know he this and he that. He that. I'm like, look, man. Let's stick on what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Message without the message.
You're right.
We're gonna play the clip. If we gotta play it back, we will.
All right, all good.
You feel me? Ooh.
Because everything was a game.
Lessons.
Not one, not one, not one, because everything
Yep.
that I thought was a failure, everything that I thought was there to destroy me, was a wall in a maze that made me go another way.
Pivot.
So I hit a wall. I'm like, oh, okay. And now I look back on all of those moments and I go, man, nobody showed up. The show didn't happen. I was so depressed, but I thank God because it taught me, number one, that my entire journey is about leaning on Him. And God will remove every human being out of the way that you thought would help you so that you will look to Him and know this was nothing but you. And my whole life, my whole trajectory, my whole career, I can say that there's not one man. There's been great people who've been there with me and helped me here, helped me there, we built it together, but not one man was able to make everything come together. That's right. That's God. I haven't had any failures.
Because everything was a game.
Lessons.
Not one, not one, not one, because everything that I thought was a failure, everything that I thought was there to destroy me, was a wall in a maze that made me go another way.
Pivot.
So I hit a wall. I'm like, oh, okay. And now I look back on all of those moments and I go, man, nobody showed up. The show didn't happen. I was so depressed, but I thank God because it taught me, number one, that my entire journey is about leaning on Him. And God will remove every human being out of the way that you thought would help you so that you will look to Him and know this was nothing but you. And my whole life, my whole trajectory, my whole career, I can say that there's not one man. There's been great people who've been there with me and helped me here, helped me there, we built it together, but not one man was able to make everything come together. That's right. That's God. I haven't had any.
Right. Look, I already
I'm not
seen
mad at the message.
you.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the message at all. You know, only thing I would say is I look at that as, okay, Molly, I like it. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Slim?
What's up, bees?
Only thing I would say, I feel like a lot of that is you and yourself. You know, like I don't care whether anybody says it's whoever, you know, whatever the reasoning is. I just think a lot of that is you. I think a lot of it is turning to yourself. You know, a lot of it is evaluating and realizing yourself. I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for speaking to ourselves about stuff that's going around. You know, stuff that's happening to us. You know, but I still follow the message the same. You know, I think that's a positive message. I think that's a real message. Sometimes it takes that. Sometimes you got to go through a leap and a bound to realize what's not working for you, what's not serving you, or to put you in a different direction. You know?
Yeah. These the clips I like to see at Tyler Perry. You know, I don't care about his relationships or anything like that, but to hear somebody speak on, you know, when you hit rock bottom or you hitting the wall, you're not counting it as a loss. You know, a lot of people like, man, I lost this, I lost that. Oh, I went through this and this and that. It's like, nah, you supposed to go through those things. Like everybody just think everything supposed to be good when you wake up. Everything supposed to be great. Just like, what's the point of living? You know, I say that all the time. I would hate to watch a movie that nothing wrong happened. You know, they just wake up, everything good, and then movie just end. I'd be like, hold on, like what the obstacles at? You know, you ain't go through anything. You know, it don't matter what it is. Some type of problems with finances or a relationship. It could be anything, but that's part of living. You know, and you got to learn from it and keep moving. A lot of people just give up right there and they just stop. You know, they just feel like I hit a wall. You know, that's why you see a lot of people just, you know, sadly commit suicide, you know, because they hit a wall they can't get past, you know, and some people don't have that person beside them to help lift them up, you know, so they just give up. But when you hear people speaking like this, it ain't got to be Tyler Perry. Anybody that's speaking like this, bring life into other people that know that, oh, you've been here before. You know, so I'm not the first person to hit the wall. Like, nah, you're gonna hit it. You're gonna hit it a couple of times. It's all about getting up. It's all about finding another direction. Sometimes it might be saving you from something that's even worse in the long term. So that's my opinion on that. Yeah.
Grand Rising, Venus.
What up, Venus?
Grand Rising.
I'm shocked Venus up. I, she been on the move, man.
Got the flavor, got the
All
glow.
good.
Started right, let your energy flow.
Somebody slide through here.
High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or
Person
two.
coming in
From
the
the
house in the
first
morning.
headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the morning
Hey,
light.
what
Where the time don't lie.
Miss Venus, what's up? Top of the morning.
Top of the morning to y'all. We got back from a nice little hike, and now I'm sitting down and spending some time with you guys. I fulfilled the assignment, and I got my little snack handy in case we get to talking about it.
All good.
We appreciate it. You tapping in with us. You probably missed the video. It ain't that long. It was Tyler Perry sharing, his thoughts on, hitting rock bottom. He don't believe in taking losses, anything like that. And he had a good reason why, and it's mostly his belief in God, So I'm gonna play the clip for you so you can give your thoughts and we'll go from there. We might got some comments too. I'm gonna read them out for y'all. Or Trey.
I got you. We ain't gonna miss it.
Because everything was a game.
Lessons. Not one, because everything that I thought was a failure, everything that I thought was there to destroy me, was a wall in a maze that made me go another way. So I hit a wall. I was like, oh, okay. And now I look back on all of those moments and I go, man, nobody showed up. The show didn't happen. I was so depressed, but I thank God because it taught me, number one, that my entire journey is about leaning on him. And God will remove every human being out of the way that you thought would help you so that you will look to him and know this was nothing but you. And my whole life, my whole trajectory, my whole career, I can say that there's not one man. There's been great people who've been there with me and helped me here, helped me there, we built it together, but not one man was able to make everything come together. That's right. That's God. I haven't had any failures. Ooh.
Your thoughts, Venus, out the hand, Tyler.
Well, I'll be honest with you and tell you I was tuned into the live as it was coming up on YouTube, so I actually had already heard it. But he was saying such relevant and good stuff that I didn't want to reiterate. I was trusting the process as you allowed it to be repeated. So I just ran with it because I agree that, we put a lot of energy out trying to see ourselves in other people. And then we get disappointed when we expect people to respond to things the way that we would. Like, I personally am a good and genuine friend. I care about you. And then sometimes I find myself disappointed because people don't really check up on me the way that I check. I'm looking for them to wanna the way. But the thing is, like, people check on you different. They express themselves differently. And this right here is an expression that happens to us again and again because we get disappointed looking for what other people based on our perception of what they should be doing. And, it is really a process of learning to lean on the Most High, however you identify him. That thing that's bigger than you, it is bigger than you, but you still have to understand that when you were born to learn to walk alone and then to walk in unity with other people who are also walking. So I agree with what he said. I can't debate with it.
Yeah, I like what you said too.
What's up, Stephen?
Oh yeah, appreciate that.
Trying to watch. Glad you tapped in for a little bit. Well, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely like the message. I don't care who it's coming from. I think we do too much. Kind of like what you were saying, Molly. I think we do too much picking apart of who actually is delivering the message to the point where we miss a gem. So, it said Stephen said every failure has forced me to rise. Yeah, I definitely think if you have strong intentions and you're aware of your surroundings, whether you're up, you're down, whatever, I definitely think you'll catch clues that'll tell you which direction to lean in. You'll start picking up things from people to tell you, oh, this person isn't serving my purpose, this person isn't helping with that, or not even like physical help or financial help. I'm just talking about like just being the right kind of energy you would need to prosper. The right type of motivation and stuff in your corner to prosper. So I'm with that. Kyle
Mhm.
says walking alone makes us strong, but walking together makes us unstoppable. I don't think you can get no better than having two or three minds, coming together for the same outcome. Two or three people on the same mission. You know, things you can do things alone, but it's far more efficient and effective if you're working with others. So I agree with you, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean, it's always gonna be. I mean, numbers always make you stronger. But what I catch on from that is that if you get three people who know how to walk alone already to come together, that's what I say unstoppable. Because you got some people that just get with clicks and they not strong at all. They just looking to be curried. So it's just like if you got a weak link in the crew, and then y'all is a way to stop y'all because ain't one of y'all ain't work on yourselves individually. So I'm more with the if all of us come together that already worked on ourselves, then I think we're unstoppable. That's how I look at it. What's your thoughts, man?
Hey,
A good comment though, Cal.
yeah,
Yeah, I agree. We all do got to work on ourselves, and if we don't, we're doing it wrong. Because I mean, why do we have faith to see better if we're not working on better?
Yeah.
that's solid. Yeah, that's definitely solid. Yeah, you don't want any weak links. Hopefully, everybody has done the work or has seen enough to know that work must be done before they try to like mend anybody with whatever their focus is. Because I never want a weak link, and definitely don't want anybody around me that can't take uh, honesty, brutal honesty. Because if you're really on a mission, like there's no I don't know the expression, but there's nothing that you're gonna hold behind or not say when you're really trying to get to something, because you want to make sure everything about the logistics around you is ironed out, so you can actually get some shit done. So I don't want no weak link or anything either.
Yeah,
I want everybody to be certain of themselves.
yeah. Oh, we got more coming in.
All right, all right. Some more guests coming in, sliding through
Sip
here.
it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good
Whoever's
vibes
coming
grow.
in, welcome in. Yeah,
Girl,
that's on the top of the morning.
Grand Rising, brother.
Yeah, same to you. Thank you.
Feelings alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you
What up, though?
Ain't too
Yeah,
much, ain't too much.
yeah, what up, Trip?
Just getting warm.
Girl,
Yeah, what they say? Should I think we need to take over office? Clean house, start over. That be run by the people, not the petty. Yeah,
Yeah, the
I mean,
petty
we the
people.
one that put them in there. It's just like I don't know. It's just like if the kids in school vote for the class president and they don't like him, how do you get him not to be the class president no more? Y'all won't constantly keep voting them in. I remember when people used to run and be like, "Yeah, we gonna do this and do that." No, I want the guy who said we're gonna eat pizza 3 days a week. We getting him in there. I like pizza. We
Right.
made sure he won too. It's just weird that it's like they programming us for that though. Like when I was young, we used to be geeked that, oh, you running for this? You running for this? Oh, you voted on this? Best look, best smile, prom king, prom queens, like people voting on these things, like that let you know that the students had the power. And them same kids that was running, they'd go around like, you voting for me? Hey, look, I need y'all to vote for me. And it's like, it's the same thing. It's like we don't like the people in office, but we keep putting them in there. It's like when we gonna do something different? When we just gonna say, you know what, we're not voting. But that's what I'm with.
Right.
I don't know when the day
I'm with
coming
it.
though, Cal. I don't know. Oh, who else just popped in
Hopefully sooner than later. Somebody else coming in the house.
snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This
All
is
right.
your hour, let your story
Whoever
unfold.
that is,
New ideas with the sunrise
welcome
spark.
in.
Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your
Probably gonna
mental
be
glow.
replaying the joint
Lessons
because we
ahead
got
on
like
the
two or three
morning back
people
show.
coming in.
Oh, it's the morning man.
Hey,
Where the time
Uncle
don't
Check the
last.
show.
Get your
What's up? What's
inspiration
up?
packed in a casual swag.
Trying to get my goddamn truck.
Get that truck.
It's Frank.
Okay, one quick thing. Also, last time this for me is right.
Get that
That fast food on the Wellness Wednesday.
I'm good as well.
Right at the drive-through, Slim. Right at the drive-through.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Hey, so the
That's right.
latest president was JFK. I mean, I went around to see it,
Yeah,
you know.
I was gonna say it wasn't my era, so I
With
can't
that
tell you. But if you could speak
currency,
on it,
but I would have hate to see him get shot. You know, a lot of these people
yeah,
got to be these great leaders and stuff, but they had to watch them get assassinated and stuff like that. It's like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I was like, yeah, it was great for y'all to meet them, but to have to actually live with that trauma. You know, it's like, dang, y'all actually used to watch them, follow them, march with them, then they shoot them. You know, it's like, dang,
yeah,
gangsters out here.
yeah. I don't want that type of shock or trauma or whatever on me, for real. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, what up, Ron and Don? We got another one. This one,
What's up,
I guess Venus probably can speak more on this one. But we,
bro?
Unk, my favorite unk.
yeah, being a father.
He
That's
said,
all.
yeah, now it's calculated that way. Now look where we at.
Look what he
Yeah.
eating, y'all. Happy Wellness Wednesday, man.
Health is wealth, so I heard.
Well, baby. And the Mongo burger. That's a damn
What stuff
Mongo
is say? What the stuff is
burger.
say? Hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah, it definitely will. Definitely have the intention on making it a good day, especially
Yeah,
in Wednesday, the middle of the week. Not only Wellness Wednesday, but just the middle of the week in general. Everybody trying to make their way through the week. So I hope that you make it a good day too. He
damn.
said, Stephen said, 5 fat and chemicals, please. $22.95 for 2 breakfasts. Yeah, I feel you. I done weaned off all that stuff though, Stephen.
Hey,
You know, you gotta eat. You know, so get what you can get. But yeah, I weaned off of that stuff a little while ago.
hey, that's good. Now, hey, be
Mhm.
careful, man. It might be the food. We're gonna give out those. I wish we had more ladies in here so they can explain this behavior. You know, we starting to see it a lot. I don't know why people come online and do this, but I don't know. When people hurt, ain't no telling what they do. You know, but it's another
True.
clip leading up to. Yeah, I don't know.
Frankie, when I catch some food, I'm a I nobody know about me stop food.
You know,
I nobody know stop me, cuz. I mean it, cuz. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard to
Kirk on this video. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, it seemed like it was the video was kind of stuttering a little bit. I know her ass
That's
was
good
flipping out.
anyway.
I seen the
Yeah,
caption.
she just. Yeah, that's more for like a Freaky Friday. Yeah, that shit ain't on Friday. She got a gun in her hand and everything. I don't
Like,
know.
nah, she lose her grip.
I don't
Nah.
know who did that to her, man, but they wrong. I don't
Yeah,
know.
damn. That's wellness too, but golly.
Yeah, we
This
can't
is
do
to
that.
the head.
We can't do that one.
He said we're gonna switch it up for y'all. He said we ain't about to play that joint.
Yeah, no, he can't play
Ain't
that.
nothing wrong with that. If you need to save it, go ahead and save it.
Yeah,
I do have.
Go ahead. What you say?
I do have an insight.
Oh,
I have an
okay.
insight. Well, I was looking at that. I wasn't understanding exactly what was going on, but I do know that she was crying, and we were talking about weakness. So I was taking the crying to be related to a weakness, and I noticed that the crying made it very difficult to understand what she was saying. So when we're in our weakness, all the crying that we're doing, or stuck in our feelings, makes it harder for us to communicate what it is that's troubling us. So I just thought I would put that there because that's part of a mental health wellness Wednesday moment there. So
Still is. I'll tell you what the caption was saying though, and to put it in better words, because they didn't say it just like I said, I'm going to say it, but pretty much she had a Tinder date that she ended up hooking up with, And after hooking up, the Tinder date like parted ways from her and left her like when she was pretty much she had sex. She thought it was gonna possibly develop into something, realized it didn't. I think that it looked like that's her final strike. It'll be a Friday video, but it looked like from her having a gun in her hand, her crying so much so that you can't hear what she's saying at all. It seemed like that's her last strike.
Yeah, like dude
But
said, clap once and ghost her on Tinder. There's a Tinder date, and she sent them this. So she sent them this video, and he posted. Okay, so she ain't post this. He posted, but it's like, God damn, she sent this to me, man. Hopefully it play. I don't know what she's saying. We're gonna try one more time before you move on.
all right,
Like that.
all right.
I'm a I don't want to know about me. Stop, fool. I don't want to know. Stop me, cuz. I mean it, cuz. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. I mean it. Oh my. I'm going to look for dude all day until I catch him. Real talk, cuz. Real talk. I be trying to be so good. Man, you a to me. You ain't shit to me, cuz. I tried my best, fool. But you play with me like I'm a hoe, cuz. But I ain't no hoe, cuz. I ain't no hoe, fool. I hate you. I hate you, fool. I hate you, fool.
Bless that bitch. And what a mercurial and tumultuous bitch that is there. With minor pulchritude. Behold. And what's the moral of the story? Before you give a bitch some dick, you might want to find out what kind of bitch you dealing with. Because once a bitch becomes unhinged because you want to dismiss her, you just might not know how to deal with it.
I ain't expect the end part, but at the same time, I ain't. Yeah, watch who you messing with. Watch who you hook up with, who you link with, because if they don't have their mental together, then man, it ain't nothing but a landslide. What's up, child? What's up, child? About ain't nothing but a landslide, Slim. If you messing with somebody, you know. What's up, brother man?
But man, that now I get the gist now. And I don't know if she sent it to him because she's like, he played with me like she talking to the internet, like she talking to people, like to the world, like you played with me. And dude probably put that in the capture and just made it go like that. It might was somebody that she truly like rock with, and they probably was in a serious relationship, and she felt like she played with. But for her to come online with the dog out, I didn't say online yesterday, last night. They didn't say the podcast, but they were showing military shit on there. You know what I'm saying? You know, like damn, she came on here, posted if something happened to Buddy, she going to jail. But it's like, what be causing women to kirk out like this? I've been saying it a lot. It's like, is it sex really that? Or is it more of the feelings part that you feel like
open her mind up to some shit, and then gave her ass possibilities. Put that shit on her and made her think y'all had a future. That's what the hell happened. I know what it is. How you gonna meet somebody on Tinder and expect a forever person? How you gonna hook up with them and just think that's gonna possibly? If you on a thread like that, because she was thinking about a thread, like she put all her eggs in one basket, thinking that maybe if I do fuck her, maybe we will get together. Maybe that's probably everything she thought she needed was a relationship or to be with somebody or whatever, but. You got the burner out. You on your last string. And she's screaming and shit. And someone's gonna find them and all that.
Them soul ties is real. He must got the magic stick though, because she
he put that thing on her.
But yeah, she needs liberation. That whatever he put in her. It ain't going to, and some got knocked somewhere too. Yeah. Are we gonna talk more about that on Freaky Friday? Because I might have some recommendations on what happened.
Hell yeah, you can bring whatever you want to bring for Friday. Trust me, we hit back up on it. We gonna hit back up on it on Friday, but
definitely
whatever he got.
Yeah,
some dope.
that's some unhealthy behavior though. I'm concerned about her, and I just pray that whatever it is gets back in place because he knocked something loose over there.
Yeah. Like Molly said though, man, see, man, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
mean, that's what I said. I just think they put that in the typo. I don't think it was over a Tinder date. You know, that dude might got her for another 5 bands when she was at work. You know, she come home, he done stole some more stuff. She done had enough of it. She fed up. So I don't really know. I just like from her response, I don't think she sent him that video because he sent to him, it'd have been directly to him. Oh, you think you played with me? Oh, don't worry about I know where you live and that it ain't none of that. It's like she talking to the world like she had enough. This dude done played with her. She tired of this and da da da. And whoever know her, it's like they know who she talking about. You know, so it's like I don't know, but the mental part, I think she hit a wall. You know, and that's what I think Tyler was talking about. When you hit a wall, you can't just give up or crash out. She crashing out. You know, she got to get in another direction. So this guy, if it is a guy or whatever ain't working out for you, if it forces you to do something else that's not valid, then you might have to do that. It might seem hard at the time, it might hurt at the time, but this person no longer want to be with you. It is more people out there that will treat you right, that will appreciate your love, whatever it is that you're doing. But some people feel like if I'm drilling and giving all my to you, and you not, accepting it or you not appreciating it, then I'm a dog you. You know, it's just like that's how people be feeling. I done did this for you, did that. They don't appreciate it. Do it for somebody else. It's like I would never just constantly keep looking out for somebody who don't appreciate it when it's other people around that I know that will. You know, so it's just like I don't know why people constantly do it, but I think she hit a mental block, and that's what I think Tyler was talking about, man.
Mhm.
We done got another one. Dave sent the video too. I don't know if he wanna see it, but we gonna see it.
Man, Green, the man on the scene, whatever like that, and all that shit. What's up, Slim? I know that ain't Sweet Tea. I know that ain't Sweet Tea.
Yeah.
All y'all violations on one of the plans. I'm gonna start flagging motherfuckers. Boom, boom. What's in your cup, Venus? Now I need to check your cup. What's in yours?
Hot tea, chamomile tea, and oats.
Oh, well, I'm gonna shut up on that end. But David, I said I'm gonna shut up on that note because you got tea in yours. But David, you just switched. It was a black chocolate first. Stop playing with me. It's the joint with the black label in the refrigerator at the store. I know what it is. That sweet shit. Look at y'all violations. Trying to lie on the live and then they say, "What's up, David?"
Crushing that sugar.
Kyle said codependency kills, especially if you're single. Yeah, we was just playing a video. I don't know if you caught it all, David. Probably not, but we were just watching a video where this girl flipping out. The caption says, and Molly has a theory that somebody applied the caption to it just to paint a narrative on what was really happening. But she was screaming, had the gun out in the car like she was on some left eye shit, gonna burn some shit down or something. But the caption says that it was a result of a Tinder date that she hooked up with, and it didn't manifest in anything, and she felt played and betrayed. Molly thinks there's more possibly to it because anybody can write a caption over a video and post it for real. But you talk about that self control, being able to keep things under wraps if something goes left or not. What's up, JB?
JB in the house. What up, JB?
Earn Burn. What's up, Earn Burn?
What's up? What's up?
They talking great background, FMG. Yeah, Funny Man been upgrading every week. He doing something new. I got the video you sent, Dave, but I wasn't sharing it till you got in here.
Yeah, to make sure you wanted to share it. Because if you do, we can roll it.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna wait till Dave get in here.
Just to make sure.
It's a little lengthy too, about 4 minutes. So if you want me to pause at any time or timestamp, you gotta let me know. Now that I let it play out, y'all might got to take y'all notes to remember some things.
All good. I'm glad Venus is on board with the notepad. She the first one to start doing it. Ain't nobody even say nothing either. We was talking about that. So that's what's up.
Yeah.
Y'all tap in. We're going to go ahead and play his video there. Oh, damn.
Getting worse, and I will be switching hospitals soon.
You're looking at videos of the same exact girl and the shocking reason why she turned from this to this.
This is not okay. Please share this video. Please spread this.
Will definitely make you rethink how you take care of your own health.
I'm here trying to somehow spread some awareness.
Because if you look at this girl's face and body, you'd think she just suffered a terrible accident. But no,
God,
this actually
please.
happened after she went to the hospital for help.
Fell asleep and woke up like this. I don't know what's happening. I do not trust him.
This is the concerning medical case of Alexis Lorenze, the 23-year-old who trusted doctors with her life and ended up fighting for it instead.
And my scalp, but you can't see it. My head is very swollen.
See, Alexis first went to the hospital simply to get treatment for headaches caused by her rare blood disorder. But before the hospital could help her, the doctors reportedly insisted that she get updated vaccinations first, or else they won't treat her.
They're purposely treating me worse and treating me like a guinea pig.
Now, it's crucial for you to know that Alexis stayed away from vaccines because of religious preferences. And the only time she's ever gotten shots was when she was a baby. She simply had no idea what was gonna happen next. And soon enough, they gave her 3 shots at once: meningitis, pneumonia, tetanus. And that's when everything went terribly wrong. Alexis, for a while, lost her vision, was getting nosebleed, vomiting and swelling and aches all over her face and body.
It's on my neck.
Damn, David.
It's on my face. It's on my forehead. In case it gets worse, the medical needs to see this, please.
Night Fam, we even adjusted the colors just to not disturb you with the graphic images, but as you can imagine, this was incredibly painful.
Love you too. We love you too.
I mean, seriously, can you imagine going to the hospital hoping you would get better, only to end up looking like this? Please, Lord, heal Lexi. No doubt Alexis was terrified, and it gets worse, because now Alexis claims she is on a cocktail of drugs just to manage the pain and swelling, all because of vaccines she didn't even want, but felt pressured to take. Now let me be very, very clear. I am not here to tell you vaccines are bad. In fact, we have done many videos encouraging people to do the research and protect themselves with vaccines, if that is what they believe would benefit their health. But as someone who is also opening their eyes to the truth about big pharma and the lack of awareness about holistic health, I am here to welcome a debate with this question. Should hospitals have the right to force treatments on us? This process of healing is so painful, but the hospital still refuses to admit they did this to me. I will get my justice. Do you think this was just an unfortunate incident? Perhaps. Was it just a natural negative effect that the shots had on her body? Because she was already dealing with a rare blood disorder. After all, this could very well be a very rare case. And doctors simply went ahead with their procedure based on their good intentions and professional knowledge.
They lowered my pain medication dosage. They ordered a less strong topical cream for all the burning I'm feeling.
So far, the good news is that while she was still hospitalized, Alexis seemed to be getting better now.
Everything kind of is itchy. My ears are still very bad and healing too. The only thing that's healed is the swelling in my face.
But may this case be an important reminder to you, Night Fam, to stay informed, stay vigilant, and be mindful of what decisions you make for your own body. Because as Alexis learned the hard way, sometimes the biggest risk is trusting someone else to make those choices for you.
Yeah, it was Alexis Lorenz, and it was the UCI. Oh, you pulled it up too. I was about to say it says it's September in September 20 wait September 2024, 23-year-old Alexis Lorenz went viral after alleging she suffered severe life-threatening reaction to vaccines administered at UCI Medical Center, which is in Orange, California. Um, a little bit of background: Alexis Lorenz, a Florida resident with a rare blood disorder called uh, para, parox. I don't want to say it wrong. Paroxysmal uh, nocturnal hemoglobinuria. Traveled to California for medical treatment. It says Lorenz alleged that the doctors at UCI Medical Center required her to receive vaccinations for tetanus, pneumonia, and meningitis simultaneously before proceeding with her treatment.
That's
She
crazy.
experienced severe adverse reactions shortly after, including loss of vision in both eyes, severe bruising, purple patches on her skin, and intense pain. Well, go ahead and put that shit up my vein and go ahead and take me out of here. Whatever that is called, whatever concoction that is, go ahead and wipe me out, because I ain't trying to sit there and deal with that. That's sad and that's scary. Stephen said, without vaccines, we will all would have died from smallpox or worse. Vaccines have their advantages, but not for the entire population. We as humans almost know nothing. Well, a lot of that shit doesn't go together. You right about what you're saying, I guess, but a lot of that shit doesn't even go together. A lot of things you can't take the Advil or Tylenol. If you took this, you can't have that and all of that type of stuff. So I don't know how much prep time they had, considering she had a blood disease of some sort anyway, which is not normal, like which is not a common or as common thing to have some type of blood disease. But I don't know. A lot of that stuff don't go together. Doesn't work well together. You need to separate them in intervals.
Yeah, in the Amish community, these things don't exist. So they let you know this stuff is lab made or is man made. Like, so people still out here believe that God or the creator they believe in just threw something in the air and you caught it. We found something to cure it. It's like, nah, they make these things and they make the cure to come with it so you can take it. You know, it is like, it won't make sense because it's like the Amish people breathing the same air we breathing. It ain't like they live under some cave or something. They in the same earth like us, but it don't because they don't accept vaccines. They kids don't get vaccines or anything. So none of these things exist in their community. You won't catch them having smallpox or COVID or any of these things. And they even asked the president, why is that? And you know, he said, because they don't take all the stupid stuff that we take. Now, don't say stupid, say exactly what it is. They don't take vaccine shots. They don't. From birth, they don't. So a lot of people that these things is needed. No, they give you the virus. So when you come across it, the body already know how to fight it. So these vaccines is not just no cure for whatever come across. It's actually the disease. They giving you smallpox. You know, what's up, Trip?
No, I really don't. Yeah, no, I just want to piggyback on that. And that's the thing, like, vaccines saved us all from all these diseases. If we weren't living the way we were living back then, a lot of these diseases wouldn't probably be a thing. Before cars, everyone was riding around on horses. Horses were shitting in the middle of the street. If you see old pictures of New York City, LA, there'd be huge piles of horse shit that people walk by and breathe in every day. So, like, nowadays, how many people are really getting smallpox? Oh, we vaccinated, but you still give your kids fucking a shot for it, though. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
And yeah, fuck all that noise, man. And I don't know, man. We could sit here and debate about it. Oh, it causes autism, causes this, that. And I mean, people can downplay it as much as they want, but that's a fact. It does. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. And that's too much. And, and freaking, I don't know, man. I really feel some type of way about this one, man, because, they just poison us slowly, man. And there's just so many people that won't do their own research and wake up to the bullshit, man. And it's crazy.
It is.
Yeah.
What's up, David?
What's your thoughts, Dave?
I was just shocked, and I seen that, I believe it's in like in the comments or whatever like that. They was saying there's nothing that she can do as far as like suing the hospital or something like that.
Oh,
But
she absolutely can.
no, the thing is, because I had a similar case. When they didn't diagnose me for Lyme disease, and I got, I started having the brain blood clots and all kinds of mess and everything like that. No, different people were saying could sue the hospital. Even other hospitals said that.
Yeah,
But
a lot of
my
people.
lawyer, my lawyer ended up dropping the case because, for one, he had no knowledge of Lyme disease. Matter of fact, he said a lot of people don't have any knowledge of Lyme disease or whatever like that. No, and it will be a hard case because they could sit there and say that my problems probably didn't come from the Lyme disease or whatever because they had no knowledge of Lyme disease. So back to her, they're trying to say maybe her situations didn't come from the vaccines and stuff, and all came because of her blood disorder or something.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, I mean, I don't think the symptoms of her blood disorder are that.
no, I'm just saying that's what
No, I agree. Yeah, that's a way that they could try to get out of it. But and a lot of lawyers don't. But there's like lawyers that just their main practice is medical malpractice. Lawsuits and stuff. So that's the type of thing you would have to get into, and then it comes into play of like, well, how far are you really willing to take it? You know what I mean? How far are you really willing to take this lawsuit? How much money are you really willing to spend to try to win this case? Because sad to say, $1 billion industry, they got all the money in the world for the best lawyers and to drag this shit out for years.
Hell yeah. So your ass is broken.
Nobody, unless it's a black and white freaking case, no matter what happened, nobody's gonna see some money for years.
I just went through this. I just went through this 4 years ago. I mean, 4 years ago or whatever. And like I said, my lawyer said, basically pretty much what you were saying. And like I said, there's no knowledge of Lyme's and what it can do, and different things like that or whatever like that. And also, which would shock me. I thought, because he, talked to like Lyme's doctors and stuff like that. No, but they was just saying, it's
Lyme. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I thought you were done. My bad.
Let's get into this conversation too. I want to hear from Venus and Trey how they feel about the clip we just sang.
Venus, you're welcome to go first.
All right. So recently the doctors gave me a prescription, and I've been on no prescriptions for a very long time. I do have to do an over-the-counter allergy medicine, but I'm allergic to Benadryl, so I have to warn them as soon as I walk into the hospital if I'm having an allergic reaction. So I can empathize with having an allergic reaction. But the thing is, this thing happened to her so extremely, and for religious beliefs, I didn't want to get the COVID shot. But I have a family member who works in the healthcare industry, and I didn't want them to vaccinate my daughter without finding out if it was going to affect me, given that I'm already an abnormal type. I'm an outlier as it is. And recently the doctor gave me a pill, and it's a tiny little pill, but it's got a warning that has all of this to read. And it's just supposed to help me lower my cholesterol. And I'm on a mission to not be on a bowl full of pills, because I'm allergic to stuff as an outlier, and I don't want adverse reactions down the road. But those immediate reactions, I can imagine that there's some wear and tear affiliated with that too. So I'm trying to take natural, natural remedies. And for my cholesterol, I'm working on garlic. But when I got the COVID vaccine against I'm like, this is not something I'm going to do. I'm not going to let them put this in me. I don't want to. But then I was like, I don't know what it's going to do to my daughter, and I need to make sure that she's going to be okay. So I'm going to try it. And then when I asked them why magnets were sticking to my face after I got my I got my vaccine, they said that was nothing. And I contacted the health department and everything. They couldn't tell me why. So I do believe that they were using her as a guinea pig. I believe they just got done using us as guinea pigs. And I believe that that the less medications we can have, the less reactions we can have, the more we can protect holistically, is going to be a good idea. So awareness for holistic health is very important, as outlined in this video. And I'm glad to be participating in the holistic event that will be coming up on 4/19 with the Hype 100 radio station as well.
Wake up
There's
with the sun
information.
in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the
Got
vibes
a
heat up.
guest
The
coming
morning Mac
in.
got the flavor, got
Good
the
to
glow.
see your face.
Started
Well, I
right,
ain't
let
see you
your
yet because it
energy
didn't come up,
flow.
but I know who you are.
Hot
What's
takes
up,
rising like the
Destiny?
morning brew. Fresh
Yeah,
ideas on the way
yeah.
too. From the first headline to your
What's up,
daily dose.
Destiny?
This is
Yeah.
the show where your spirit goes.
You out in the sunlight. That's what I like. You outside.
Yeah, gotta get some sun on your skin. It's one of the healthiest things for you. First thing in the morning when you first wake up, instead of laying in your bed and rolling around like I may have done, then you're supposed to go out and just get sun on your skin. The vitamin D naturally wakes up your body faster and you're more ready for the day. It's a science thing.
Yeah, and I see them green trees and everything around you, so you're getting some of the best oxygen you possibly can get in that canopy. I ain't mad at it.
Nothing but trees in my backyard.
Not mad at that at all. Well, with the video, you tap in, be able to tap in Destiny and kind of hear some of the sentiments. I don't know if you caught the video at all, but it's a girl that had a reaction to back. She came in here for treatment for something else, but in order to get that treatment, she had to take 3 vaccines, which was pneumonia. It was I think tetanus. It was something. It was 3 of
And
them.
meningitis.
Yeah, meningitis. It was like 3 of them that she had to take, and she had an adverse reaction to her, and it looked like it was gonna kill her because it had her swole up, and she had purple spots, and she had spots on her skin that wasn't healing on time, and she had a whole bunch of adverse reactions. But in my response to the video, I'm glad that I'm not somebody who really subscribes to the doctor. Yeah, get your physical, so your doctor can check you generally. But when my doctor suggests, hey, you haven't had this and you haven't had this in a while, I see it in your chart, good, because I didn't need to come to you for it. So maybe I'm going to stay off of it. Thank you for the suggestion, doc. But I think I'm going to stay clear of anything extra that I don't have to take that's not absolutely necessary right now. One thing I didn't like is I've never been forced to do anything until I moved here, because I was the condition of moving to the house that I live in right now is that, we took the vaccine, so if you want to live here or whatever, and I needed to at the time. I ain't had a whole bunch of options and nothing like that, so unfortunately I had to take that first round of vaccines or whatever. I didn't take no boosters and I ain't get none of that. So I took it. I'm not taking nothing else. You're not adding nothing to it. But I don't believe like in taking things. I believe that people stand by God and swear by the Bible and all this, all that, but then don't believe that your body can heal you from anything. I don't think anything personally made on this earth that you can't, heal from. We talk about people like Dr. Sebi and stuff on here all the time. We talk about holistic stuff like Ms. Venus just mentioned. And there's nothing I feel like on this earth that you can't like walk your way away from. There's some things stay with you forever, but hopefully you're not somebody dibbling and dabbling in those circles but the more I learn about people doing things holistically, and the more I learn about the medical system, the further I get pushed away from, all of this. If you got any sentiments, Destiny, or you weren't able to catch the video at all, please chime in. Make sure you unmute your mic.
Yeah, so I didn't see the video. I did I'm sure Molly saw where I came in and I heard y'all talking and I was like, hold on, and I exited. I went to YouTube and I backed up a little bit to see approximately what was going on.
Yeah.
So I did get a little bit. Thank you for the overview. There we go, overview.
Yeah.
There are a couple things to touch. I like your reference to the Bible with your body is a temple and don't taint the temple, something like that. There are a lot of people that still believe in that, and that's fine. I know some individuals that refuse medication every time they go to the hospital, and that's fine. That's for them. That works for them. That's, I mean, whatever. As per the vaccinations, okay. So if someone is not, their body doesn't have that kind of thing in it over a certain amount of time, then whoever the heck is giving you the medication should already know that your body is going to have some kind of reaction to one, let alone giving them three at the same time that are things that your body needs to adjust to. So her reaction to it is awful. And yeah, it's like it's probably like a 1 in 100,000 kind of thing. Probably more than a 1 in a million. It's probably more like 100,000 kind of ordeal, because there were a lot of individuals that had violent reactions to vaccines. When the COVID shot was going around, there was a whole damn page and website and all this other stuff going over how people had adverse reactions to the vaccine. Like one chick ended up being a quadruple amputee. Like our bodies respond differently. The thing that drives me the most nuts whenever it comes to that COVID shit is that most of the vaccines that are given to your children, right? Those are vaccines that endured at least, and literally endured at least 10 years of continuous testing and getting the results that they found to be as close to correct as they needed, and then they give them to you. And they make it the normal thing. That's how the drug administration works, is usually it goes through 10 years. Now, whenever COVID popped up and the government was like, we have a fix for you, that was the most Rockefeller bullshit I had ever heard. I did not get that shit. I have a blank thing in my drawer upstairs. So if somebody hires me and says, hey, we need you to get that shot, I'm going to go to a nurse lady and say, write down some stuff here. I'm not getting shot up. I don't know what my body is going to do with this medication or this vaccine that had less than 6 months worth of testing, and people had hella adverse reactions. They were saying that they were going to try and give it to my daughter. I said, Adriana, fight them. You have permission to swing at these adults if they try to inject you with fucking anything. So I've got a variety of things. I also wanted to bring this out because I want to get one for Molly.
Yeah.
But this is an apothecary book that goes over a shit ton of old remedies, and they have things in there like nature's amoxicillin and things like that. So you can heal with natural things, but these days companies that know that you can heal with things like dandelions are really good for your heart, right? But whenever you think of a Roundup commercial, the first thing they're killing is a dandelion. They convinced you throughout years that dandelions are not flowers, they are weeds and deserve to die. The number one business, the number one pharmaceutical that invests in heart-related medication is also the number one financer for Roundup. So they don't want you to know that the shit in your backyard might help you out. They want you to buy from them. The end. As long as you're in the dark, you'll do whatever the hell they want you to do. I think that's all of my rant. Thank you.
You might know. And I like the idea of apothecary. I see your hand trip. I like the idea of a apothecary. It's something that I mentioned once or twice, like last year, and am going to stay quiet about until I feel like I'm in a position to start facilitating. I have a dehydrator. So some of those little small things you can grow in your window, grow in on the deck in the backyard or whatever, and start to turn into drier. You can dry out, dehydrate, and start to turn into this and that. I'm in that process right now, but the apothecary book or whatever type of knowledge you find around it to start to bring it home or to to share with other people, I definitely recommend that. I'm definitely in that headspace. What was you saying, Trip? I seen you waving your hand.
No, I just wanted to tell Venus something real quick about her little situation she was dealing with. I'd recommend you have some time to do some research on hawthorn berry and colloidal silver. Those are both great for that. Cholesterol, heart, thinning the blood, heart problems, and stuff like that.
Okay. I like people passing around stuff like that. Miss Venus, your microphone is muted. You might want to unmute if you're
Yeah,
responding to him.
I wrote down Hawthornberry, but missed the second one because I was writing down Hawthornberry.
Colloidal silver. COLLADIAL and then silver.
Shit, I looked that shit up myself because I don't know.
And
I ain't gonna have like I know what it is. I'll look it up too.
They're synergistic with each other. So meaning they're good to take together. They'll work separately, but they work even better together.
I'm mad at that at all. Loving the apothecary book though, Destiny. Loving that.
It's so many fucking things in here, man.
And
They got
dandelions definitely shit too, man. I like when I make salads, I use dandelion leaf for the lettuce. You know what I mean? I eat kale and stuff too, spinach, but yeah, it's great for the liver. It's great for the digestive system. People be looking at me crazy. I'd be in prison, bro, going through the prison yard picking dandelions, bro.
Did you do the prison yoga project?
Huh?
There's a book that's kept in most prisons called the Prison Project, and it's got some of the hardest yoga positions to do, and it's for giving prisoners a difficult workout that takes minimum effort. So it's for making prisoners calm down.
Yeah. No, I never heard of that book, but I'm big. I used to teach yoga classes in prison. I'd have a group of dudes. I would have a group of dudes out in the yard, fucking doing downward dogs and shit.
Look, Trey, don't hide.
I ain't say nothing. I ain't say nothing. I'm just doing something.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, yoga is good for a lot of people, but I can't do yoga, which sounds pathetic, but I feel pathetic in saying I do. Last time I went to go do yoga, I was sitting there trying to do the positions. I ended up having to sit down because my hip, my back, my knees, my ankle, my wrist started popping like crazy. The guy is saying, and breathe outwards, and we'll breathe. And then in the silence, you hear.
Yeah.
I ended up just sitting down. I'm like, this is not the class for me.
Yeah, I feel that. But I mean, you definitely can do it if you want. There's even chair yoga. My mother does it. My mother is almost 60 years old, and she does little stretches and stuff on the chair. Nothing crazy, but it's a little something just to get the blood flowing and there's some benefits to it. But yeah, it took me a little while to get into it too.
His wife does that stuff. Rodney's wife does that stuff. Rodney says that I need to chat with his wife, appropriately sometime and go over yoga moves that I can do in a chair. So I guess you're another person telling me I need to give that a try.
Yeah, man. It's a beautiful thing.
With yoga.
Yoga hurts. I got to get in some of those yoga moves, and I'll have muscles flaring up that I didn't know I had. I'm like, what is that one called? I end up sitting down, Googling what this muscle that hates me is called. I learned from yoga. I don't do yoga.
Learn from yoga. I think a lot of people, they know what they got to do. They just got to do it. But I think the most important thing is fasting. A lot of people always try to put other things in their body to fix other things that's already in their body when it's best to just clear all that bullshit out. Anytime you get an oil change for your car, they drain all the old oil. They don't just throw the new oil on top of the old oil, and that's all people doing. And then they end up throwing more bullshit back in their stomach. So it's like you can take as much sea moss and everything you want, but if you still eating bullshit, your body's still gonna feel like bullshit. It might help you for that little small bit of time, but if you really gonna cleanse your body, you don't want to be on all these drugs and stuff. You gotta fast. You gotta fast. A lot of people don't talk about fasting because they love eating. A lot of people can't go day or two without eating, but you got to give your body a break. You got to let
Facts
all
every
that
day.
toxin and stuff drain out. And then when it's out, you can put the new things in. Just make sure the things you're putting in from here on out is better. But if you constantly keep on eating the Mongo burgers, like we just see Unc and them eating, it's like, what's the point? You know, it's like buying workout gear and never going to work out. You got all the shoes, you got all the leggings and all that shit. You can look, but you're not actually going to do the work. You know, and that's what I be saying with a lot of people. It's like, yeah, we know, but the only way we can get off these drugs is we get off their food. That's why they work together. They all work together, one support the other, because the food gonna bring you to the drugs, and the drugs gonna bring you back to the food. They never change your diet. They never go in there and just say you need to get rid of all the dairy. They just tell you, well, this, you can eat a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can still eat the meat and stuff. It's just like, come on, man. Y'all know eventually you're gonna tell me I can't eat red meat no more. I can't eat this no more. But we wait till the doctors tell us when we get to it. We already damaged our body now. Now our body depend on the medicine. So people who depend on it and they taking the medicine, they see that it worked. They start to preach that, and this worked for me. You know, somebody else had a problem. This worked for me, and now you just advertising more drugs for them. You selling drugs. You don't even know it. Oh, these pills right here, I'm telling you, they get the job done. Thank you. He ain't even got it because you're going to do it for him, but they never tell you a way to get off the drugs. I ain't taking no vaccine shots. I was encouraging people not to, but I understood people's situation. You know, you can't lose your job, or, you know, you got to take care of your bills and stuff. And people was put in that situation. So they had no choice but to take it. But the amazing thing about the human body is that we fight everything. You know, our body always going to adjust. So that's why they had to roll out these booster shots, because whatever they put us in the beginning, our body already fought it off. So they tricked us into taking it again and get another boost, because the body going to fight it off. You have some people finding little things they can take to drain it out of their system. But I think fasting is the most important thing in everything. What's your thoughts on fasting, Dave?
I agree with fasting. You know, helps not just lose weight, but helps fight against the disease. I seen somewhere it was said if you fast for like 3 days or something like that, like things that like every 3 days or something like that, no, you wouldn't get sick.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't been ill in 10 years, you know, like ill, like a lot of people sick and throwing up on the stomach, sweating out cold. I might eat something that upset me because it had some animal product in it, but that might last for about 30 minutes to an hour to my body get it up. But overall, it's like I hope I don't, but lately I haven't been getting colds or anything like that. It's like I'd be good, you know, just like, and it all came, I think, with Dad, because before that, every year around the same time, I always got sick, end up in the hospital, you know, for about a week, and it always came from the bullshit I was eating. And they always tell me change my diet only for 2 weeks. 2 weeks, just eat this and you should feel better. You know, I was like, wow. And I did, but they put me on a plant-based diet, and I just stayed on it because I never wanted to feel like that again. You know, I was like, nah, that was the worst feeling in the world. And it always costs you money. So the money they going to charge me to come get me and help me and all that, I can just put that into better food selection. But what's your Vic on fasting? You ever thought about fasting before?
I actually had my brother who is a genetic doctor. He works in the science field. He told me intermittent fasting was something that I should try. And so I actually got into the habit of doing intermittent fasting. And just this week, I realized I had been intermittent fasting for 3 years and didn't realize that it was just a habit of not eating until afternoon. So I'm working on changing that right now so that way when I fast, it's more intentional and not just my habit now, you know. But I think fasting is good for a number of reasons, and I enjoy it to the extent that when I get into the habit of fasting, I forget to eat sometimes. But that plant-based diet really did do a lot of things for me, and the lactose in a lot of the dairy products that we have is not doing me any favors. So I think I'm leaning toward the plant-based diet myself. as I work on weaning things back out of my diet that I have recently found that I still like eating when I'm in autopilot and not consciously deciding what I'm going to eat.
I like Trey, what's your thoughts on fasting, Trey?
I feel like I've always been like on the go. So being somebody who likes to walk every day, like ride my bike, especially when I had like pools in my neighborhood, stuff like that. Might walk, walk, ride a bike, ride my bike, get in the pool, all that in the same day. I'm always on go, so I'm not really sitting. Um, I don't know. I'm never really in the mindset to be eating just to eat anyway. I noticed back then, boredom. When I wasn't of age and wasn't able to just leave and freely go out the house, whatever. The boredom would be the reason for snacking and eating stuff. But whenever I was out and busy and doing things and having fun and blah blah blah, it wasn't a part of my concern. I don't believe in the you have to eat 3 meals a day and all that type of stuff. I don't know. I know that I'm going in the right direction because everybody that is advising me to do blase blase is always in the doctor's office, always sick. And you know, when I started going my own route, um, I started feeling better, and like I don't get sick looking at the people that's going to tell me and advise me, oh, you need to eat 3 meals a day, you need to do this, you need to do that. I definitely like the analogy you used when it comes to getting an oil change and then depleting all the oil out to freshen it with new oil. You're not going to mix, old oil with new oil and then you think you're going to get a different result or your car going to be running good. Nah, it's going to cause problems. But yeah, I eat when I feel like I need to. I never like being told to do anything, especially something I didn't see, like, I didn't see a reason that I should be doing or how it's benefiting me and everything. Um, if I eat something in the morning or whatever, if that's enough for me until dinner time, or if I want something real light at dinner and I didn't, really eat that much for the day, but it was enough to get through the day, I ain't got no headache, I ain't got no problem. I just don't, I don't like doing what people say you need to do just because they say you need to do it and all that type of shit. I like to do what works for me. Um, one thing I noticed too with the eating greasy shit, like I don't do fast food and stuff anymore, but eating greasy shit and what black people call the itis is your body putting all this blood flow and the time and attention and energy into digesting that fake shit that you're consuming is the true fact of making you tired. So I don't know. When I start leaning away from certain stuff, I just start feeling cleaner, more efficient. I needed to eat less. When you start learning about parasites and shit and feeding parasites and all that type of stuff, it's when I started leaning away from what everybody else around me, like what everyone around me was consuming, is when I started to feel cleaner and feel like I was waking up more efficient, getting more out of my sleep and all of that type of stuff. So I stuck to it. It's not a lot in people's kitchens that I'll be picking out trying to eat.
Trip, I know you been fast, man. Y'all did you and JoJo, baby. I wish he get to meet JoJo for
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because you remind me a lot like a younger version, especially what you mentioned the dandelions. You had the guys over the jail doing yoga, and JoJo, he was all about fasting. What's your thoughts on fasting?
Shit, can y'all hear me? I'm fucking, my Wi-Fi went out. God damn it.
I can hear you.
Hold on. Oh, there. Okay. All right. Yeah. Fasting is definitely a beautiful thing. I encourage everybody to do some research on it and learn about it, the different ways of fasting. I fast every single day, intermittent fasted. It's, 12 o'clock. I still haven't eaten yet. I won't eat for like another 2 hours. Yeah, man. And, fasting is a beautiful thing. There's something else I wanted to say. Damn. Fasting. Another thing too, I was reading up a lot on prison, is homeopathy. Have y'all ever heard of that?
Nah.
Yeah, so it's the basis of, and it used to be like a big thing. That's kind of like what our medical system started off of, but things changed when they realized how much money they can make off like different chemicals and stuff like that. And but it's like a science of energy, of how like everything has energy, and it's a yin and a yang. It's been a while since I read up on it. I don't want to like bullshit this, but basically like, it's why, like, for instance, say you get bit by a snake, a poisonous snake. Well, what's in the anti-venom? A little bit of that snake venom. You treat causes with what caused it, and you put other stuff in it to switch the energy around, because that's what's going to combat it. I'm not explaining this in a good way, but it's a really cool thing that I get into, and that's what is what our medical system was based off of in beginning of this country, all the way up to like the mid 1800s. And I don't know. Yeah, and freaking COVID too, man. Like, not that I was happy to be in prison, but like, I think it was kind of a blessing in a little bit of being in a prison time, to be in prison during that time, because things were, I would see like what was going on out here and talking with my family, and how just the craziness was going on with the vaccine, and like forcing people to wear masks. And I'm just glad I didn't really have to deal with that, because like, I'll be damned if someone's going to tell me I have to wear a fucking mask when there's no fucking evidence that it helps at all. Actually, it's the opposite. And yeah, same thing with the vaccines, like, I can't tell you how many people I know that got the vaccine and then still got COVID. You know what I mean? Like, freaking crazy.
It's about the plant nutrients and homeopathy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I see you holding that up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there you go, Venus. There you go. You know what time it is.
Yeah, I know what time it is, and I got books on the ancient herbal secrets, and I got the natural healing methods that were hidden in the doctor's office, and I got the family medical encyclopedia. I'm always encouraging that we do our own research to see what it is that we can do.
I know that's right. That's what's up on the Wellness Wednesday.
Oh yeah, beautiful to see.
That's love.
That Prevention magazine.
Oh yeah.
I think everybody needs that, because once they create their own history, it falls everything, because medicine always been around. I want to know what made them start making pills and doing this medical stuff, this witchcraft stuff. Because if you look into pharmacy, you'll understand what it means. It's a deeper into it.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's what. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but to answer your question, that's what I was gonna say. It came about from like the Rockefellers, and how the oil conglomerate, and they had all this excess oil, and that's what all our pills are petroleum based. And when they realized they can make medicine with the petroleum base and how much cheaper it was, that's when they started pushing all that. And that's where it comes from, is that they realized that they can make so much money making petroleum based pills. That's where it comes from.
Yeah. So it's all
Study
about
the symbol too.
Yeah, you need that. I want to hear about Destiny's thoughts on fasting, how she feel about it.
Well, if we're flexing books real quick, I'm gonna flex
what you
this.
got?
I got my apothecary, right? I've also got an herbal handbook and magic and medicine of plants. I have 2 different layers of sticky notes depending on what the plant is for. So I joke around and call it like my white girl superpower, that like I know how to make you very, very sick or worse off of plants. Now, am I ever gonna do it? No. But do I know? Yeah. But as per fasting, I am ADD, ADHD, slightly autistic. I don't fucking know. I got problems, so I fast on accident, and I don't like it, man. What I say all the time, especially whenever it comes to referencing Molly's situation, Molly has a protein intolerance, which is not abnormal. So for his body, he needs to switch to something that has no meat in it, and that's fine. For your body, if you want to go on some kind of diet, whether it's the fasting ordeal, or you want to try something else, there's a thing that I would really like to not be ADD so that I could give it a go, because a lot of individuals say that actually having it's eating 5 times a day. It's like a small thing for breakfast, an even smaller snack in the middle, something the size of a sandwich or so for lunch, another small thing in the middle there, and then an actual meal for dinner. And that's a diet that I would like to try. But regardless, at the end of all of it, whatever you want to try, you try it, find out how you like it, what it does for your body. And then if it works for you, keep doing it. If it doesn't, don't. So my opinion on the matter doesn't matter at all, because scientifically we're all very different. Just go out and do whatever you want to do. Find out if it's good for your body or not.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Feel that way, and then when they need blood, they looking for somebody that's a match. It's just like at the end of the day, we do have some type of connection. Like if something might get me sick, it probably get you sick. So if I come across some food that's causing cancer in the community, and I aware somebody and they don't have cancer, and they just saying, well, it don't bother me, and then 20 years later, it's like I was trying to prevent that. But you feel well.
Cancer is in everybody. Are you not little known fact
that causes from these foods? Any disease that might come from these foods later on down the line, and then they put it on the damn food. This might cause this, and then they just put it in different names. And then when you research the name of these weird ingredients, you'll see that it say not even for human consumption on some of these things. Some of these things is used in cleaning supplies and stuff. You wouldn't just grab these stuff and spray in your mouth because it got chemicals, but they putting these things. So it's like it's nothing wrong with allowing people to know like these are the things, and if they choose to do what they want with it, it's cool. But I would feel as a fucked up individual to know that they doing this to people out here and they not aware of it and not bring awareness. Now, what they do with the awareness? No.
You remember the Rockefeller excerpt that I love to bring up, where Rockefeller, who was, as a lot of people do know, the richest man in the world for a fat chunk of time, is the reason why we were able to progress as fast as we were. He also was, one of the main reasons why we went through the Great Depression in the 1920s and a couple other things. He was very highly involved in in politics, and his quote in his book explained that the government wants to keep control over us, and should they feel that they have lost control in any manner, they will poison our food, they will poison our water, and then when we are all sick and dying, they will have a some kind of cure for it and be our heroes, and we will go, oh, we love our government, and that's their plan. They want to do that shit. That's been the plan since, I don't know, like at least the last century and a half. So yeah. I'm not shocked by it.
Yeah. So
also, cancer is in everyone. You just need something to wake it up.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that, and that's the thing. We fail to realize just because we know something, it's something the world does, and we like, well, everybody know that. Like, what's the point? You should know that they told us they fucking is over. So, like, yeah, do something about it. If everybody knew what was really going on, we wouldn't be out there voting. We wouldn't be in the grocery stores and line buying food that we know poisoning us. It just don't make sense. If I hand you a drink and I tell you it's poisoning and drink it, you won't drink it. You ain't gonna say, well, Rockefeller said that, no, nothing. So it's just like, if the more people we educate and bring to the light on what's the problem, it's great, but you're right, that's a lot of people still gonna do what they want to do, and those are the people you got to be worried about, because they gonna keep preaching that you can do it anyway. That's scary. Dave, what's your thoughts on that, Dave? I don't know if you frozen or not, Dave. I be trying to say
you've been like this the whole time, so I don't know what you've been like that for about
like a statue.
I froze up.
All right.
Let me guess. You was gonna say everything man Destiny was gonna say.
Close to it.
You be on here lying.
Oh man. what do we do with the information then? If we know, what do we do? Should we share this information, or do y'all think this does rub people wrong? You know, like they
I don't
don't
give a
want to
fuck
hear
if it rub you wrong or
it.
not.
People
Especially
love.
if you in my house
I
when we
don't.
talking about it. Shit.
I just wonder.
No, you can look
Yeah,
at people and say, hey, cigarettes kill people every year. And they're going to say, okay, well, then I'm going to die with a cigarette in my hand. It doesn't matter what you tell people. People are going to do what they want. And when they found out that Red Bull has piss in it, people tripped out. But did you know that before we had the steroids that we have now, which, by the way, was created by a black man scientist out of Birmingham, Alabama, before we had that, the only way you were getting a steroid was actually horse piss. So, like, it whatever the fuck it is, we're gonna do what we want.
Yeah.
You find out somebody did actually OD off of enough chicken nuggets, and people.
So,
I think the guy OD'd on like it was like 168 nuggets or something like that, and people were over here like, okay, so I can't eat more than 167. Gotcha. Like
and you
that's the mindset of people these days.
You did 167 nuggets. I think you deserve whatever comes after that much grease and processed shit anyway, personally. When you push the extreme
He was
and you
asking
fall
for it.
whatever.
then you get whatever comes to you. But when you just fall into something, I'll never stop the conversation. I'll personally never stop talking about it. So I don't, it doesn't. It's a lot of things that people know, and there's a lot of things that people claim to know. And if I operated off what people claim to have known and told me over the years, and I damn sure would have fell off the fucking wagon because people half the time don't know shit. It just sounds better. It's easier when you just, fall in line. I'm not saying nobody on here is lacking any knowledge or anything like that, but never gonna stop the conversation because how long we've been talking about people like using condoms when it comes to like preventing STDs and getting pregnant and all that. You see, motherfuckers is pushing out babies every other week and then having an STD.
Fuck around and find out.
So the knowledge doesn't have anything, in my opinion, to do with constantly speaking about it because if somebody can reach that shit, so you could have stopped somebody from they could have started using condoms and now you don't have the next Hitler coming into the mix years later because they decided not to have a kid or they prevented such like I don't know. I'm open to it all. So you don't know what you're preventing, you don't know what you're stopping, you don't know what direction, having a conversation can stop somebody long enough to not go outside and get hit by a bus or something. They just their thought process. They might sit down and start researching something, and it might deter them from. You don't know. I'll never stop the conversation. I'll always keep the conversation rolling because there's somebody that can use it.
He's stupid. Nah, I just think when it comes to things people like doing, that's when they fight against it. Because if we talk about. And we've been talking about gun violence forever. We've been talking about wars forever. There's so many things we've been talking about, like you said, drugs, alcohol. Like it's people that talk against it, but it's people still out here who drink. It's people that talk against smoking cigarettes, but it's people going still out here going to smoke. But imagine the people who actually heard that message and stopped. Should they just stop and making these up because of the very few that decide to say, I don't care, I'm gonna drink anyway. Because I think that's what we focus on, the people that it didn't get the message instead of people who got the message. Like you talk to 100 people and you telling them how this food can cause them to have illness. Only 30 of them listen. The other 70 say, fuck it. I still feel like you did a great job. Even if it was just one person, that's one person that can pass that message on to somebody else. What's your thoughts, Vicky, on what we speaking on? I don't know if they
I feel like I agree with the point that was made where, it's my house. I'm going to say what I'm going to say, whether you don't like it or not. But also I've always been a firm believer of you can tell them what you believe, but you can't make them believe what you believe. It's not going to stop. Perspective is both a unique and an individual experience simultaneously occurring. So when we think about, there's levels to intelligence. Not everyone is on the same level, but then even if they are, do they have the same understanding? We don't know how they're going to see it, but that shouldn't stop us from planting a seed that might grow into something they understand later.
Right.
I would try to mention Hitler as
Yeah,
a subject matter, and Alan, I was just
uh, I got
I was just
suspended for
saying,
like a month for even
yeah,
mentioning.
I'm not even gonna get into saying his name too much
I
on here
mentioned
before we
the
get flagged.
opposite of what
That's
they say
funny.
he
Well, I
was.
mean, it's kind of like a relationship, right? If you look at your best friend, right, and you're like, "Yo, what's up, girl? That guy that you are seeing, I found out that." Like there's a website down here, it's a girl site, right? Is are we dating the same guy? So girls will post a picture of the guy that they started seeing and then have a bunch of girls say whether or not they are currently dating that guy. And if they're not, what kind of experiences they had with that guy, green flags, red flags. So you go to date this chick and you're like, or you go up to your best friend, right? And you're like, hey, chick, that guy that you've been dating, someone put his face on there and it wasn't your name. And multiple women said that they have been seeing him like, a couple times a month kind of ordeal. Like he's a bad guy and a bunch of witnesses have already stated that, he's a bad dude. And then your friend turns around and says, no, there's no way he could be like that. He loves me. It's the same thing. Like, hey, by the way, you
That's
shouldn't be
nowhere
eating
near.
like that. It's gonna fuck you up
That's
in the end. And
nowhere
people
near
go,
the
oh, but
same
I
thing.
love it.
Yeah, but
That's
I
nowhere
love
near
it.
the same thing. That's nowhere near the same thing. Because you got better options. Now you
right,
can
yeah.
leave that nigga and get a better option. You can stop eating that food and get better options. So I don't
Well,
like that. What's your
I
thought?
mean, I gotta say that when I heard Destiny talking about that, I really was reenacting my relationship with cheese. So I do see where this is, because I love cheese. Cheese acts like it loves me in a moment, but then 10 seconds later, we understand it never loved me at all. And I need to fast the cheese. I understand that, but sometimes the ooey goodness calls my name, and that's why I need to lean more toward the plant-based stuff. But the thing is, like, yeah, I really felt like Destiny was just telling my whole life with that cheese.
You figured it out.
Singing my life with his words.
Right.
Yeah, but when if you do share or tell or something like that, no, that also can help you self-confidence consciously. You know what I mean? That's the reason
Yeah.
why that's why I'm always talking about, limes and all, even though it may sound like a broken record and be like, oh, here goes about the story about limes or whatever like that. No.
You good?
But that's it.
Lions back at it again.
Talk about it long, man.
You can talk about your life.
Not the limes.
Let's finish talking about your life.
But yeah, so like I said, that's the reason why I'm always sharing whatever I got. No, because I wish I knew some of the things that that I know now or whatever.
Right. Okay.
So if you keep it to yourself and you don't share it, and then something happens to somebody and all, you're sitting like, damn, I could have warned them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but relationships is an experience. It's just like you going to a restaurant and you love that restaurant. Me and Reese just went through that. I like the little spot called Holy Cow. Her Uncle E hated. I had a great experience. My food was good. To them, it wasn't. So if we was to tell y'all about Holy Cow, I would tell y'all, yeah, y'all should go. It's great. So that's how I look at relationships. One dude might treat this girl better than the next girl, like he might be dogging her. And it's still, when it start with she say or they say, that's already third party information, all that online stuff. But I think that's way different than food. That's just the option, because one dude can be great for this girl, not great for them. This motherfucking cigarette's not gonna be great for this person and not great for that person. It's bad for both of us to smoke it. So that's how I look at this dude. Just not bad for all women. This girl won't be bad for all women. That's how I looked at it. So I don't think that was a good one for me, guys.
If I'm using y'all analogies really with the I'm gonna let you go, Dave. I heard you speaking just now. If I'm using y'all analogies with the relationships, or if I'm using Molly's analogy with the restaurants and shit, I don't listen to what people be saying too much anyway because you don't know people's motivation behind it. Like, so like he said, if he's outruled by 3 people and I listen to the majority that say, "Oh, this restaurant trash," then I'm missing out on something. And then just like with Destiny's uh like comparison or analogy or whatever, it could be plenty of women that want your dude. So they gonna tell you that they dated him, they had sex with him, he was trash or whatever to deter you from getting with him or anything. So you don't know people's on both ends. I'm just comparing both your analogies. I don't know people's motivations for half the shit they say. So it's definitely not gonna be, yeah, it's definitely should be taken with a grain of salt because I don't know people's motivations for anything they do.
Yeah.
Would it be different if it's the situation like my bestie, whenever, like, so she had this husband, right? And the husband beat the shit out of her and she left him, like beat her teeth out of her head and she left him. And then he got another girlfriend and she contacted the girlfriend and said, "Hey, look, he beats women. You seem like a nice girl. I don't want you to be in that situation. I was with him. He beat me." And she took it as, "Oh, this is his ex trying not to let me be with him." And then she got her ass beat after getting knocked up by the same guy. So that she left him and went and said sorry to my friend and now they're good friends too. I mean, hell, the other chick was invited to my bestie's wedding. So I mean, like they're besties now. And as soon as that guy got another woman, they both hit her up. And at first it was like, this is kind of bullshit. And then he tried to hit her and then she beat the shit out of him. And now they've been together for some years. So I don't know. You can warn a person, and some people, that's just their thing. I don't know. It's all over the place. We got all kinds of comparisons.
I just look at it like if somebody commit murder and they go to jail and they commit murder, it's too many cases that this person hit me, but I ain't called the police or filed reports or nothing. But I want you to know, you filed the police and you got history, you can look up and see what type of person these people is. I think men and women or whoever going through domestic violence need to stop letting these people get away with this bullshit. And then when they see him with somebody else, they like, now you want to tell? Why you ain't tell when he was hitting your ass? Why you ain't get him locked up and arrested? And they probably could avoid this girl for even being with him because he'd have been in jail. That's the part that get to me. It's still wrong and it's still good to wear these people.
Right.
But it's too late. You should have did that when he was hitting your ass. That's messed up. I don't know why dudes like that though. You hit a woman, that's just ridiculous. What up, Brett?
No, I was just saying I agree with you. I was just saying, right? Yeah, like what? That's more people. More women need to speak up about their thing. Their whole you don't snitch on that shit, man. Fuck that noise.
Yeah,
send his ass to jail, man. That's dirtball shit. That's dirtbag shit. And someone who's like that just keeps doing it. He obviously got some issues that he feel like that's okay, and he need to go sit his ass down for a while and figure him out because terrorizing women, that's ridiculous. And that whole I guess just women don't want to snitch or scared what'll happen, or they love him and he made a mistake and I don't know.
I say don't stay in any loop. Don't stay in any loop.
Hold on. With the women thing, let me throw it out there. Remember we had that conversation that like women are in a position sometimes that either they get married or they have to just figure it the fuck out. There are a lot of women that are very insecure about who they are that stay with an individual because they believe nobody else is going to want them. That individual is probably the person that convinced them that nobody else is going to want them. There are also individuals that stay with a man simply because they need somebody to take care of themselves and they don't fucking know how to do it. Is it a great excuse? No. But is it possible? It's all over the place. I'm going to mute myself if I keep talking.
But I definitely
their fault.
ask people to step the fuck up because 2026, we are no longer getting our asses whipped and getting thrown up between the washer and dryer for the sake of having somebody. We're not doing that anymore. So hopefully,
we gotta do better. I just like the fact that anytime. That's why I love Destiny. We speaking on food and shit that hurts your body, and they move the goalposts. It's like why we even talking about relationship, girls getting beat and all that, all because I'm saying
between the washer and dryer.
You should stay away from. It all started with that. It was just like why we gotta stick? You can't hear us, Dash? She probably got to leave out and come back in.
Probably got to refresh if you can't hear. If your
No,
sound
I
went
was
away.
saying Venus is talking, but her voice, her thing is muted. So I was trying to say Venus is talking.
Oh no, we got it.
Oh,
It's all good. I think yeah.
Probably on the
You can
phone.
talk, Venus.
I had gotten a phone call, but I definitely I can actually empathize with people who are in the situation that Destiny was talking. I once lived in a place where I've survived circumstances, that that were just spoken to. I did one time have low self-esteem, where I believed that I needed somebody, and that person definitely did say, and you're going to have difficulty making it by yourself, and nobody's going to want you because you got this kid, and you got, so yeah, there's definitely, situations where there are people there, and I empathize with them, and I just want them to know that there is recovery. I'm evidence of that. You can definitely live without those circumstances, just in case you're stuck there.
I didn't want to say anything. I was just like, good for her cheering around.
But he had his hand.
Yeah, I was just like, hell yeah, glad to hear it.
Because a lot of girls, I hear a lot of girls say that as well. To men, like, you ain't shit without me. Like, nigga, you ain't gonna find no girl like me. You ain't gonna da-da-da-da. It's like, why does it hit women different when a man tell them the same BS? It's a lot of women out here that tell men like, oh, you only got this because of me. You only here because of me. But it's like, it don't bother us. We know you just saying that because you mad. But it seems like it tend to bother women more. It's like, oh, I believed everything he was saying at that time. Like when he told me I wasn't nothing. And they really do. And it's be like, damn, like, how do people be getting that way, But
I personally,
women are more emotional.
Okay.
I personally believe that I was socialized to be put in that position where I believe, that the enemy can just walk up to me and lie. I mean, I have all this purpose in me, and of course, the devil want to run up on me and lie to it. So when you're young and naive, it's easy for you to buy those lies, and easy for people to cough in your face and make you sick. You eventually learn that you want to step back and avoid those situations. But when you're young and you don't know no better, and nobody's telling you that this is not the truth, you rely on the voice that's speaking the loudest to you.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping to be one of those voices that gets heard to somebody who's in that place where I was stuck and wish somebody had said something. So again, I'm glad that we're not stopping these conversations, because these are very important conversations to be having, especially for those people who might not have access to somebody who might tell them the truth.
And that's great. It led right back to that. That was perfect. Right back around why people should have conversations. Don't eat this BS because it can cause this. Like the situation you talking about. Maybe some women hear that and still decide to be with the dude and get beat. Should we just not talk about it because there's women out here that's like, well, is she gonna do it anyway? No, because some women out here might hear that and it might make them stand up. So I'm happy that you brought it back full circle. You done went from food to women getting beat out. Only on the Morning Max show, man.
Only in this house.
Okay.
Shit. But
women based off emotions. How you feel about that, Trey?
I don't even want to open up Pandora's box for that type of shit, especially in the Morning Max show house. I'm really not trying to open up no doors for that shit. Because everybody is based off of everybody can have emotions. Because I watch emotional men, especially the men that be want to swing on women and all that type of shit. I've seen emotion on both sides. I see emotion through anybody that's personally alive and has their and able to use their brain and process the shit they see around them. I see emotion everywhere. So I personally wouldn't want to tie that to anybody specific. I think anybody that has a functioning brain has emotion attached to the stimuli and the shit that they see around them. I think in different ways, people like men can be more susceptible to certain things compared to women, and vice versa. I just, people's words and stuff is not really. I think a lot comes together for you to have a certain mindset to even believe or accept some of the things that you hear from your other half. So I just leave it like that. I ain't getting all in the Pandora's box and shit.
Yeah, Pandora's box.
Yeah.
Vanity, what's your thoughts on Alan Wynn? Oh, Destiny, you want us to respond to it? Go ahead, Dad.
Oh, well, fuck, I was gonna let Venus go since she threw her up. I mean, no, men and women both sensitive. Men are less likely to come out about it. If you look at the science behind having sex, once you start having sex with someone, women are the quickest to go down this tunnel. Sex it releases endorphins and dopamine and all this other serotonin. It releases a bunch of positive shit when you have sex. You can convince yourself that you are in love with this person. And there are a lot of people that when they are in love with someone and they believe they love this person, then in their head, whatever the fuck that person says is just how it is. I'm just going to believe you. If they didn't have a great raising, they didn't have a father that told them that they're worth more than, the sun and that dads say and stuff. Dads say that, right? And if they didn't have the proper father there, then they're probably going to believe whatever the hell the next father figure says to her. Which I mean, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there, just like kind of mentioned on both sides. Men also get like that. Just men are less likely to get like that. There are animes where women beat the shit out of men, and girls these days that watch anime are being raised thinking that it's fun to just hit men. I don't think it's fun to be violent with anybody. If you're being like the lovey-dovey violent, that's one thing, because there is a such thing as lovey violence, but it's not actual violence. It's just, I don't know, looking like you're about to bite their finger, but you're actually not doing anything. Yes, women are sensitive. Men are too, but women are more open about it. Carry on.
Can you give us an illustration, Destiny?
David Green sent me a dick pic.
No, I'm talking about.
He didn't really do that. He didn't really do that. Don't hurt him.
I'm talking about acting like you're gonna bite somebody's finger and not do it.
Bring that ass here and let me bite that ass, and we'll find out firsthand. How about that?
Hey, they.
Nah,
He already left the house. God damn.
He already thinking about it. See?
Yeah.
He got one ticket to Mobile, Alabama.
What's your thoughts, Van?
My thoughts are that I'm on both sides of the equation. I'm in the divide. Literally, I have a podcast called The Divide on Hype 100 Radio. I can be either or. I can be completely reasonable or I can be completely emotional. And usually I'm emotional when I'm in autopilot doing things that are based off of, the way that I feel about the way somebody hurt me before. So I try not to be in that place. I try to bring myself back to the present and remember to breathe. But I bump into some sensitive ass individuals on both male and female sides. So I'm not going to act like anyone that's exempt from being sensitive at some point in their life.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel that. The man in the thinking chair. What's up?
Yeah.
I'm really like that. Really like that position though too. That's what's crazy.
Dave out of there.
He David with us, so he gone.
Oh, I'm still here.
It's frozen.
Yeah, the camera's on you regardless. I know you froze.
As everybody else, I'm letting him catch on his connection.
Oh, all right.
Mental connection.
Yeah. The Wi-Fi.
Is women based off emotions, Dave? How you feel about it?
Yeah. And go back to what Destiny said when she was talking about, sex can open up emotion. No, good sex. Good sex. Yeah, you can sit there and a chick can have bad sex or whatever like that, and they ain't opened up no dorfines or
he call them dopamines, boy.
Dopamines.
They ain't opened up nothing.
Nothing. Your mind be real clear about that decision. I ain't fucking this bitch no more.
But that good sex, oh shoot, the heaven doors are open. What you talking about?
Yeah, the floodgates.
Say shorty gonna bring
Everything.
that pistol out.
Uh-huh.
Have her singing Destiny's Child. What was that? It's just emotions taking me over.
Have her swept up with emotions.
Dude.
You think women emotional?
Yeah, you know, yeah. I mean, you know, we all are, but I think women are more to tend to write off their emotions more than men. I mean, we all have emotions, you know, and we all a lot of times can base our attitudes and stuff off the emotions. I think women are a little bit more susceptible to that to the men in the most part, but we all do it. I do it, especially when it comes across situations where you might have some past trauma or something. And you know, and at the end of the day though, like a little bit signing on the other topic, you know, how women deal with things and they feel like, oh, I love this guy, you know, and everything, and so I believe what he's saying, or I'm gonna look past these things, you know, and it might come from how they were raised or all this. I mean, at some point though, you got to take responsibility for your actions. You got to take responsibility for how you feel. You know, you can't keep blaming the past if you're not gonna work towards changing it. It's up to you to change your thoughts and your perceptions on things and how you feel on things. It's up to you, because no one's going to do the work for you. Otherwise, you're still going to be stuck in that same cycle over and over and over until you make the change. No one's going to do it for you, you know?
Yeah. He said, please don't bite David ass. he said he was food, domestic abuse, now biting ass only on the morning show, only on the morning night show.
You got that Captain Jack Sparrow.
Hey, I'm gonna throw it out there because nobody else said this. A very normal female fact that everybody does know is that unfortunately for us, we go through emotional hormonal changes every single fucking month. So every single month, depending on what week it is.
We know about that.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Because I don't think Venus said anything about menstrual cycle, and that's fine. And I hate to admit that it does have some play in it, because whenever I talk about that, it's like, ew, it's just a fact from being a girl. And it's like, yeah, but it's also a fact. So like, you got to take it into account whenever you start to think, because sometimes I'll be over here, I'll cry about some military videos, and then I'll turn around and get pissed off because there are more dishes in the sink, and I'm like, wait a second, what time of the month is it? And I'm like, oh, I'll be starting in a couple days. I'm just a bitch right now. I'll be all right here in a little bit.
And that's the reason why we got man caves and basements and attics and pool halls and bars and all of that shit, because we know, trust me, we know. I promise you, we know too.
And that's why I'm single.
I didn't say single. You took it straight.
Oh, no, I did, though.
You said what I did. But yeah, we know. Anybody who's lived with females for any reason around them, we know. You know, you left the coffee filter. All right, bitch, I'll put it up. I'll put the coffee filter away.
Yeah, those ones do mess with you, boy. They definitely are something, boy. And I heard that they're going to be messing with my hot and cold pretty soon. I got a few more years, but I'm going to go through a whole hormonal shift and become a different version of all of this.
Every day. Yeah. But now we know about it. Trust me. And
no, I just I've been around, you know, women all my life. And you know, I see the change during that time, but it is also women that I seen, because for some reason, when women live in the same roof, they cycles start to connect. That should let people think, you know. But some of them was pissed off, and some of them was just cool, more happy, as long as they had their food or something that they crave. So I was just like, I don't know. Some people can handle it, some people can't. But it's like, why you mad at everybody else? Didn't God do this? I used to be young, like,
I ain't do it to you.
Like, when you do this to you, you just take it out. But now I just think that shoot, they can use this as an excuse anytime they got attitude, and you can't say nothing about it. You can't say they lying. They can say, "Well, you know, I'm about to come on, so that's why I'm probably just a little mad." That's their way of saying they sorry without. It's always the cramps where you know I'm just cramping or I just came off. It's like God damn, like
Well, think of mine all because we got plenty. What you talking about?
yeah, so it's tough. It's tough.
Pickle juice, actually. Pickle juice helps with cramps.
Pickle
juice. Pickle juice.
Well, for those dealing with cramps, I guess that's a good
Writing
note
that
for you.
down. Pickle juice helps with cramps.
That's what I said. Not dick cum, pickle juice.
Pickle juice.
Yeah.
It helps with hangovers too.
And hangovers. Okay, writing it down.
Now resourceful today. Look at that.
Yeah, football.
I remember
Don't do those no more.
I was about. It was whenever I did that show with Dickie. I started cramping up hardcore before I was supposed to get on stage, and I'm sitting there in the middle of Missouri, by the way, just crunched over into a little fucking ball because I feel like I'm dying, like I'm about to, I don't know, shit out my entire vaginal stuff. I don't know. It feels awful when you're cramping that hard. And I had just seen that TikTok where it's like, have some pickle juice. So I went and had some pickle juice, and in less than 10 minutes, my cramps chilled the fuck out, and I was able to get up stage and perform.
Well, that's what's up. For the,
Good. You want them they cussing everybody out? I'm bleeding, motherfuckers.
I'm bleeding, nigga.
Why y'all not laughing? Nah,
Right.
It just sucks. Y'all got to go through that, that be able to deal with that and still maneuver through life. Some people still go to work and you won't even know, you just find out when you're trying to get something. You be like, yeah, they be like, nah, I'm like, what? Oh my God, damn. I'm saving the date in your calendar, like, okay, on this, okay, so now I know that I need to make sure I put my reservation in a week before. So
They're smart as fuck. Men that keep up with their, I'm gonna send y'all a video. That's a beautiful video for next Wellness Wednesday. But it's a beautiful thing if a man will keep up with his woman's menstrual cycle. That is marry that man kind of stuff.
Hell no, ain't nobody got time for that shit. I'll get all the pads you want, put that shit in the fucking closet, but I ain't dealing with that shit. You got enough Hershey chocolate over there, Midol's over there, get your pads. I'm not dealing with that shit. Not dealing with that.
Yeah, go get my daughter something. I feel like, man, life is changing.
Yep.
I be feeling so bad. Like, what you need? Like, oh my God, like it be hurting me. I hate seeing her like that. She's 16 now, but it's like, dang. It was cool when her mother was going through it. I was like, yeah, you'll get through it. Yeah, you right. You see baby girl going through it. What you need? You want a smoothie? Like, what's up? You gonna get your heating pad. What else you need? Like, you get whatever you need. It's like, it's just
all that shit lined up. I ain't gotta prepare no more. Who else down the family tree coming? I ain't gotta worry about that shit no more.
Yeah.
I always prepared.
Yeah. Appreciate everybody tapping in with us on this Wellness Wednesday. You know what time it is. We got to leave y'all with some good energy before we get out of here.
Like that.
Frozen Man, Funny Man Green.
Oh, I'm first. Okay. I guess the positive energy is men, stop putting your hands on them women.
That's positive.
Yeah. Young Destiny, appreciate you coming on. Give us some good energy before you go, Queen.
Whatever the fuck you want to do with your life, guess what? It's your life. Go out and do it. And hopefully at the end of the day, you did something that you are proud of. Go out there, spread positivity, make more positivity happen. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.
Good energy, brother.
Man, appreciate y'all as always, man. Do some research, learn some new things, try to learn something new every day. Keep driving towards your goals. Keep a smile on your face, and if you can, try to put one on somebody else's. And keep that positive energy flowing. And it don't get great today, to get greater later, baby. Much love. Stay trippy.
Venus, Queen Venus, get us some energy before you go.
Well, it is what it is, but it becomes what we make it. Make someone smile today, even if it's as simple as you.
I like that.
I like that. Hey, y'all on fire today. Trey Money.
No. Shoot, if you don't do anything bare minimum, even if you are somebody that's stuck in the house or you don't have reasons why you want to leave, social anxiety, whatever it is, the best thing you can do for yourself is at least open the door, let some fresh air in the house. Open the door, let them breathe through your house, get some fresh air. You know, whether you used to be confined to a certain space or whatever, you're not confined to it now. So, bare minimum, get some fresh air. Do like Destiny did, sit outside, sit around some trees, get some fresh oxygen. But be aware, be vigilant, and give yourself things that, you know, your body can use and your mind can use to keep propelling forward.
I like that.
Summertime, wash your ass, says Alan. That's his positive affirmation.
Yeah,
wash your ass.
Go ahead. I don't care if it's winter. If it's winter, wash your ass.
Hey, I don't care if it's winter. All year round, wash it up. You know, you gotta keep washing. But I appreciate all y'all tapping in. And you know, I hope y'all take on some of the things we say on here. Like we always say, do your own research. You know, we just try to get y'all heads up. You still gotta live your life. You know, it's still coming up to you. But it's us that we just love, man. We just like to come on here and tap in with y'all, you know. But I'm real energy when it comes to all this food and things that y'all putting in y'all body. And I know a lot of y'all feel good now, you know, and that's how it always is, you know. You ain't got to pay for the consequences for later on. It's no different than working out. You go put a good hour workout in, you know later on your legs going to be hurting. But you know you still going to get better results out of it. It's the same with food. It might take 15, 20 years. You might get, but eventually it's going to hit. So it's just like, look, I'm trying to save you for later because I know now all of y'all feel good. We young. I just love to talk to the older folks who always tell me, I wish I ain't eat this. I wish I stayed away from that. I got to learn from them. I just feel like that's why they here. So let's keep teaching each other, man. Let's learn from each other. And let's stay blessed. Love y'all, man. Catch y'all tomorrow. We're going to share these flyers with y'all, though, before we get up out of here. If y'all got any flyers y'all want us to promote here on the show, just send it over. Let us know. And we got y'all. Funny man, we're going to start with you, man. Cumberland Merlin. Yep, they done zapped your mic out, Trey. You already had to come out and come back in. Yeah, Friday night live.
Oh yeah, this is matter of fact, this is next weekend, April 17th.
Yeah.
It's gonna be at 249 Virginia Avenue, Cumberland, Maryland. We got a great lineup. You know what I mean? We got DJ Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
We got DJ Blaze. We got Jessica Schultz. Her stage name is Noelani. Opening the show, we're gonna have Kool-Aid. We're gonna have Chad Beadle. We're gonna have Jimmy George Hayes, and closing it out is going to be Charlie Mack. Also, my sister, she's the crab queen, and you know what I mean. She's gonna be doing her thing, selling all kinds of food.
Is your sister hot?
Said what?
Is your sister hot?
She on it. You playing. Sister like girls, you playing. Get your ass. You playing. Dave still trying to get his bite. He ain't putting his sister on. What you talking about? one green at a time.
Oh shoot.
He said, I'm on my way, Destiny. Alan say he on his way, Des.
Amen.
All right, y'all. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
This one is a pre-Mother's Day, Your Mama's So Crazy comedy show and after party. If you can make it past 10 and you got more festivities, you got DJ D-Man, DJ Smooth, and DJ Dark on the ones and twos. Shout out to y'all and shout out to the host as well, Theo Bossed Up. For information to reach out to DJ D-Man, DJ Smooth, or DJ Dark, You can get their listing information in purple. They also want to advertise the cash bar, the vendors, the food that'll be available, as well as the 50/50 raffle. This is at 401 North Howard Street in Baltimore, Maryland. Doors open at 7. Comedy shows start from 8 to 10. And like I said, the after party, festivities going on after. We got a few people on the lineup. We got the Gwen Factory, we got Susan Duffy, we got Xavier Morgan, and our very own Althea McFarland. $40 for the early bird special, $50 tickets at the door, saves at $10 if you can, why not? They have plenty of other menu selection items other than the lemon pepper and salmon rice pilaf, because everybody can have seafood. So don't just think that you're going to be paying for something that you can't eat. They have plenty of variety. Hey, Mother's Day, your Mama So Crazy comedy show and after party. It's at the Downtown Cultural Arts Center. All right, this is Let's Get Ready to Funny. This is a family-friendly comedy show and community interaction. So that means all ages, for the most part, can be there. This will be clean comedy. You have voter registration information as well as some mayor and city council candidate information in terms of voting. So get out there and join this festivity right here, because you got a lot of people on the lineup that are great in terms of energy, funny. I know this is gonna bring it overall. I firsthand had a chance to see. Shout out to Miss Chocolate, shout out to Sammy Bernstein, our very own Althea McFarland, Jamon Darnell, the host of this event, Philip Page. We got Eric Harley, Corey Chris, and Ronald B.C. Harris. I call him for Erkyberg, but Eric Harley, I'll accept that. This is at 2 Mac Barbershop, 6307 Georgia Avenue, Northwest Washington, D.C., 20011 for the zip code. Not only does Phil have the Let's Get Ready to Funny and other comedy sets and shows, he does definitely do a lot of community work in terms of, the people that's in his area that he can serve. So I would reach out to Phil for both reasons. Not only show information, but information on how you can help. All right, this is Love and Happiness Spring Comedy Show. This is on Saturday, May 23rd. We got our event on Saturday, May 9th, and then we got the McFarland presentation on May 23rd. This is will be headlined by our very own Althea McFarland. You see the lady with the big smile. You see the biggest picture on there. Featuring Manny, our host, The Gwen Factor. Special guest, Jawan Cap, and special guest, Gerald Brown. You can scan the QR code in the bottom left corner to take you straight to the Eventbrite to purchase tickets, as well as asking anybody on the flyer, along with Molly and myself, about information. Shout out to DJ Fly Pie for being on the ones and twos. He's going to be holding it down in terms of music, entertainment, keeping us live in the morning set. Only thing that we ask is you be 21 years and up, be ready to have fun, be ready to have a ball, and be ready to make it a night to remember. This is at Terminal 8 Bar and Lounge at 2109 Asbury Road in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Catch y'all tomorrow. Till Thursday. We up out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Thanks.